What up, y'all? Welcome to Warrior Wednesdays, episode 2. My name is YT Ryan, joining you from Terrace, BC, Canada, and I am with my 4 co-hosts.
Mr. East from Fox City, Wisconsin, also known as a frozen wasteland.
Willie P from Udon County, Thailand, and the VGHL commissioner, and the Gold Patch of Asia.
Troublemaker from the frozen tundra.
Rocco, East Fan Battle Axe, Boss, and Warrior Wednesday, episode 2. We're just letting everybody know we're bringing it back. We're talking about what's going on in Battle Axe Global Artist Society, BaxGlobal Global, the BaxGlobal Network, our podcasts, our shows, our artists, hip-hop artists, tattoo artists, productions, editing, promoters, sports galore, and of course, the services that we do for our communities around the world also, besides supporting each other and artists worldwide. So welcome everybody. Troublemaker, good to see you.
Thank you.
And Willie P, always a pleasure. My brother from Thailand, keeping it together over there. And Mr. East,
the mouthpiece,
Mr. YT Rhymes. So Willie, I just sent you the email now. So from Vancouver to Thailand, I believe it's 1.3 seconds. Let's do it. Did you get it?
Shit clock.
How
long does it take for an email to go from Vancouver, Canada to Udon Thani, Thailand? If you know, let us know.
Yeah, just before we hopped on the broadcast here, we determined that Willie P is going to receive this email tomorrow. So prayers that Willie P gets this email tomorrow and not any further inconveniences happen on his end.
Okay, it's tomorrow here already, and I got the email, so it arrived.
Whoa!
Tell me something, Willie. Open it up, and does that show you the entire spreadsheet of all the members worldwide? Hip hop, artists, rock, heavy metal, all that should be on top of the very top of the way it was on my phone. It could be different on your computer.
No, it's exactly the same. It's all tabbed, and I'll put in structured format. Perfect.
Beautiful. So just to get on a topic here, we are going to be sending out to our division leaders, of course, our application process to be part of this family. It's going through the www.baxwardglobal.com website. We also own the www.baxward.com email address or website address. So new potential members, artists, can always go to the site, fill out the application, tell us a little bit about you. And then, of course, if you know somebody in the family, you mention their name, we'll set up a Zoom chat with you, get to know more about you. This family's not for everybody, so don't be discouraged, but give it a shot. We'll check it out. This family's been going for over a decade. We've had our ups and our downs, and we're not doing no more downs. We're only doing ups. And the main thing is supporting the artist world in this world, and also supporting each other. That's the most important thing, is to show support to each other, because that's what the word familia means. Okay. Mm-hmm. We were talking earlier about basically, social media. We need to use social media to get out to the world. Sometimes it's great social media, and sometimes it's bad social media. And in the past 2.5 years, I think I've gone to the point where I'm like fed up with social media. It's all negativity stuff. We left COVID for the last 2.5 years, and now we're into a war. So, I always ask people nowadays, we had the Facebook happening, where Facebook and me never got involved. I do have involvement now due to keeping in touch with family and members worldwide. And then, of course, the Twitter, which I never even touched. You got the Instagram, you got the TikTok now that's announced that they're going to be able to do 10-minute videos. What's next in this social world? Social media shows people, doing good things all the time, or hating people, or, making the right moves. But what is it to believe, So we use socials to get out to the world with our positive attitudes, and hopefully bring in more people to bring a community together. But anyways, on that point there, Mr. Will.
Yes, Rocco.
What I was going to ask you was about that list of DLs that we discussed last meeting we had. Now you have the spreadsheet. Now we can get it done.
Now I have the spreadsheet. Now I can file that
And
list.
excuse me, because I sent you just the hip hop list, didn't I?
You sent me the artist list, which is what we're going to be using, and which we're going to be using for the collaboration of the Axis, the NFT collaboration album that we're going to be putting out. So that helps us to start putting the list together and sending out emails to those artists who we would like to see collaborate with us in that project.
So most people don't know what we're talking about. So we're going to put out our first collaboration. It's a collaboration of the Axis, global artists, global musicians. May it be metal punk, may it be hip hop, rock. We're going to put 13 songs together. We're going to put it on our first NFT Bax War Records global album, which will be coming out April the 1st. So if you members do get the email that we want to start off with, please respond yes or no, or send the song, right? If you don't want to be involved, don't be involved. But I think it's a good way of starting off this world that we're starting to open up a little bit at a time. Get our artists out there, get noticed, and hopefully good things happen. And also, of course, with the VGHL, everybody knows Thursdays behind the boards with Wildies, Micah, and also Willie. And they're playing live virtual hockey. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing. It's just what you did, you guys. I tell you, Will, with the graphics and everything. We actually have our faces as players. We have our businesses as sponsorships along the boards, even up top. Where you go to a game, you see people filming and everything. It's amazing. Check it out on Thursdays, 5 p.m., I believe. Is that Pacific Standard Time, gentlemen?
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Thursday.
And you find it on the VGHL, you find it on the BaxGlobal TV channel on YouTube or the Battle Axe Global Facebook. But sorry, well, go ahead. Take over.
Thursday the 10th, March 10th, Rocco is going to be one of our special guests. Grind Mode is playing East Van wearing Tattoo Company that day. So we're going to have our special commentator with us during the game, and that's going to be Rocco. So we look forward to that. 5 p.m.
I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
And we're gonna that day we're gonna unveil some cards. So we're gonna see some of the cards, the NFT cards that we're putting together for the collectible at the end of the season. We're going to be releasing the NFT VGHL season cards to go along with the season that we're currently playing. There's been some really interesting highlight moments, and the game is again this year showing us that there is a entity inside the game because there are just things that happen that are unexplained.
Robot.
Seriously, it has a life of its own. I mean, Mr. Eastport is calling. He did the Michigan the other day.
A Michigan hat trick where you just slide up behind the goal one way and then you come up other and just kind of slap the puck up and hit it in there as well. That's pretty nifty.
Fucking amazing. I love that fucking. The graphics are amazing. But YT, so we were talking about family. We have a new system that we're going to be firing up to get them to know more about what's going on in the coming months and years in your art form, shows, albums, anything. Yeah. So YT's going to talk a little bit more. We're going to send out the invites for members that have been participating and any members that, of course, want to get involved and want to get your stuff talked about on the Axes Up and on the Warrior Wednesdays, and be part of the show, actually, also, so we'll be sending out those emails probably within the next 7 days, and anybody that's gonna, doesn't get the email or still waiting for the email and you want, just send an email to the backscoresocial@gmail.com. I want to get involved. Send me a little bit about you, what kind of music you're doing, everything, brother or sister. And let's get you going and let's get you supported. And, of course, we expect the same from you. Support back. Support for support here. When you see something going on our socials, repost it. Like it. Move it forward. Don't just sit there and wait for your stuff to get on, because at the end of the day, it's easy just to delete and then move on to the next person, right? We're here as a family to work together, right? And that's what we're trying to do. But tell everybody a little bit more about it, please, YT.
Yes, so for all of our Battle Axe Warriors, Dimes, and Global members, we want to provide a brand new opportunity to get all of us more connected. So for all of our members, all of our division leaders, and all of our artists to get more connected so we can know what's going on in your area and you can know what's going on in ours. So we have created a Discord server for Battle Axe Global. So if anybody wants to join that is a member of Battle Axe Global or is a warrior or a dime, reach out to myself, Billy P, Mr. East, Rocco DePopolo, or Troublemaker herself, and let's get us more connected and let everybody know what's going on around the world.
Exactly. We're not just in our own backyard, you guys. We're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, though, that the family is moving in such a positive direction. I think I'm not going to say it that, but COVID was good for getting to know each other even more. We got into so many live Zoom conversations. I mean, it was good. And there's some members that I still try to reach out to the best I can, also. And there's some members that's a daily or a weekly or a monthly conversation. But I would like to make it at least monthly with everybody. The minimum would be nice, right? But you never know. We might have these world meetings happening again real soon. And but yeah, Mr. East, I seen you posting a few promotions coming up here. I know. I'm sorry, I missed the February 28th gig you had going on there.
Oh, that was May's overlay on a radio show that he was on. I even missed it. It was at 10 p.m. my time. Usually I'm out by 9:30. Up at it depends on Loki or other forces of nature. Usually I'm up at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning. So I'm an early sleeper, early riser. So I missed it, just waiting for it to be up there. There was quite a few artists on there. They had live art on there. They had performers, talked about music. There's just a little bit of things that I know on the format that they'll be doing. It's called the B-Side Show. Check them out. They got quite a following. I'd say it's parallel to grind modes for sure.
Nice.
So it's something new I'm getting into. Definitely going to be checking that out. Let's see. We got Grim Moses and Kay Burns putting together an EP called The Python.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be awesome. The Python. So it's going to be really cool. And for those who don't know what Wild East Entertainment is, it's kind of a breakdown of a lot of things. It all started off with, I was appointed a controller position in global, which means like sections of the United States. I am the buffer in that area for like questions.
Great job, amazing work. I'm just gonna say that out loud.
Orientated shit. Thankfully there hasn't been anything too troubling to come up. So then I'm just like, damn. Everyone's like, Wild West. I'm just like, fuck it, the Wild East. So then I'm just like, oh, well, let's take it a step further. Let's just call it Wild East Entertainment, because I like supporting and working with artists like May's Overlay, everybody in Calistro Records. There's Flesh and Fur. There's people in Lincoln, Nebraska. I mean, it's kind of everywhere. So, I just kind of amplified that. YT Rhymes and I did the Axe Mode podcast where we had some of these artists on. We had global artists. We had grind mode artists. Even some random cats that don't even do music. It was really cool. So, with that, I kind of push forward. I like to move with a sense of unity when I talk to people. Let's see. One of the artists that a producer that I've been getting to know is called DJ Dolo 76, and he really liked what I had to say about his project, and he ended up pulling out this. It's called the Escabari and Hippo box set. And it comes with like the Hungry Hippo thing, but instead of like white balls, they're 8 balls, and all the hippos are named like narco names and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be showcasing that, but it's
that's amazing.
He sold this out, like he sold, what was it, 7 of them, 10 of them in less than 15 minutes, 250 a piece. The guy's got great rapport with selling his products, and like it was really cool. And the box set comes with a cassette tape, a CD, a sticker pack, a vinyl record, and the Escobarian Hungry Hippos game.
Fucking amazing.
I'll send you the video afterwards of the promo.
Oh God, you got to. I'd love to see that.
Yeah,
I like how we work with different artists. And, Willie, I mean, Micah and YT, you guys, worked with the Grind Mode Cypher, and we still do work with the Grind Mode Cypher. Me, guys like the Chop Father from out in Italy and everything. I mean, I follow him, and we're collaboration over competition. I'm saying we're all working together. We're all artists. We're helping each other out. I mean, and artists out there need to understand that, BaxGlobal Global Artist Society, our arms are open, right? We're here to work with people, work with artists, work together. Hopefully the stages start opening again, do some shows together, videos together. Whatever we can do for you can do for us. We can work for each other, right? I mean, that's what it's all about.
yeah.
We do have a lot of talent in the family, right?
Yeah, you know what's the point of having an ample amount of success and you're the only one there looking at the vast landscape? I want to be one of those people that when we reach one plateau, we all get to look at that shit. We all get to look at what's to come, up, down, side to side, see everything and enjoy it together. Because I'll be honest with you, nobody wants to be a fucking Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
Nobody wants. And it's for artists out there.
Nobody wants to be a duck.
No quacking around here, pal.
Right. No quacking, no diving in the metal pools of money. But one of the things I'm really going to push for Wild East Entertainment, since things are just opening back up, if you know a hip-hop artist, doesn't matter who it is out there, metal, punk, whatever the fuck you listen to, buy their physical copies of their music. That is 1,000 times more money that you help support your artist with than fucking Spotify streams.
Yep.
Like a lot of these people out there are like, oh no, I just download music. I'm the type of motherfucker, if I buy a project, break the CD, I'll buy another one and download it. Like, I have a mad amount of respect for artists out there. And, there's artists in the community that go through transformations all the time. And half the time I'm seeing really good things happen. So, support your local artists, support artists in general. Because if it wasn't for music, I know a lot of people who don't watch this, don't even know what global is. It's just a known fact that music probably helped you get through this crazy ass fucking 2.5 years of bullshit.
Hallelujah, brother. Hallelujah. I tell you, man. Jesus Christ, what else? What the fuck we're doing? You have to listen to music, conversation with people. Can you imagine this whole fucking platform with the video live chats? Can you imagine, like you guys understand that I'm half a century here, but this didn't exist back in our time.
This didn't even exist when I was born.
We didn't know what the fuck was going on down in California. We didn't know what the fuck was going on in Montreal or Philadelphia or New York or Miami or fucking. I mean, I knew what was going on in my hometown, Italy, but I didn't know about the rest of Europe or fucking even Asia and stuff like that. South America, anything. Now we got communication with people. We're talking straight on. I mean, if we want to, like, we had a live chat. We had Chop Father on our show there time. I mean, here he is in Italy during COVID talking to us and everything like that. This shit don't happen. Like, that's why I'm asking. I was talking about earlier about. So what's next, you guys? Like, you guys are going to be sitting right here. You're going to be there, but you're going to be sitting right here.
Right, hologram.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't know, you guys. Just thank God for fucking marijuana. I tell you something. Thank God.
Hey, the natural investment. It is great to have.
It gives you the common sense to tune into something and say, okay, this is right on, right? I mean, it's just the world's moving in a direction that I don't know. Anyways, I'm not going to start acting old here. Like I said the other day, when I grew up, there was kids outside. We were making ramps and fucking robbing and hustling and fucking doing what we had to do, playing in the long grass and putting snakes in our pockets and grasshoppers and all that other stuff there. And, to play kissing tag, for crying out loud. Kissing tag. Fuck, it took you fucking almost 10 years to make love to a woman. Now it takes you maybe, I don't know. I mean, excuse me, sister. Guy my stature, maybe a few drinks and a nice deep look in the eye.
I'll be honest with you. With social media, I mean, on that note, it's relatively simpler than, I don't know, even back in 1988 when I was born. I know it took some finesse. Now you don't even have to try.
It's a good thing he's in the other room, hey, my troublemaker. Someone's sleeping on the couch tonight. It ain't me.
Hey,
I love the couch.
His roommate.
I love the couch. So, anything else going up? So now coming, so the VGHL comes to an end when, Will, at the end of April?
We're gonna put the season to bed in at the beginning of April. So we've got one more month and a half probably to go. Probably end of April. We'll be starting or finishing the playoffs, I hope.
Beautiful.
So we've got another month. So we've got to really get our butts going to get moving forward. So
near the end of March, middle of March, Troublemaker, you're going to be firing up Globally Challenged. When are you doing that?
Your mic is
Turn your
muted.
microphone
You're muted.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
sorry.
doing the second week of every month. Billy will be on this upcoming episode with me.
What day is that?
That is going. Oh God, where's my calendar?
Saturday the 12th.
Yeah, the second. Yes, the 12th.
12th of March, and the time is going
Yes,
to
sir.
be
4 p.m. my time.
That's right, 4 p.m. I got it written on the wall here. So, and those are going to be available also through, of course, you guys know our BaxGlobal TV channel on YouTube, the Balance Global Art Society Facebook. Emerald Queen is our girl Billy here in the Okanagan of British Columbia, and of course, she'll be on the show with the Troublemaker. That's going to be awesome. And then also, you're doing a lot of work with some prison reform now. I mean, a little bit about that. What's going on lately? I know that we talk about here and there because you're always keeping us with the 411 of these prisoners, how they're getting bamboozled in there in jail.
Yeah. So an article was just published about a month ago where they surveyed the nation, and outside of the state of Texas, there is a total of 12 people who have spent 20 years in solitary. So
and that's 23 hours a day inside a room, or
they're going weeks without getting out right now. But that's 12 people outside of the state. There's 300 people housed in Texas right now who have been there for 20 years without leaving solitary. So the latest developments is we've had 7 guards charged with excessive force and official oppression for basically targeting inmates and assaulting them. And then I actually had a gang investigator taking my mail and showing it to the other inmates within the unit, and showing them also my mailing list. So the way I've had to do this is they're not allowed to know who's all on my mailing list because that's a security concern, right? So I've been keeping that private, and I also don't send mail to and from other people. But he took upon himself in a little fit to show people my mail and try to say it was in a gang affiliation type deal. But because he did that, he created the only security risk we have had within the last year. He could have had that ex-member targeted by the gang, but the thing is the gangs are not operating the way they used to in the early 90s anymore. So he was forced to resign.
So there's not too much respect going on with the gangsters in prisons nowadays. I guess it's more like hardcore, everybody for themselves, or
no. They have a lot of mutual respect for each other, which surprisingly enough, you figure gangs, a lot of people think of Texas as like more of a race-based gang system, but I haven't yet to hear a racial slur. So they're behaving in more of a business mindset, and they're able to work together. So on my mailing list, I have members from all 12 groups.
Wow.
And they write to me, and then I put an update into the monthly mailing, and then somebody else from another group will respond to it, and they work together in a way that's still safe and secure, but they're able to collaborate on ideas and legal strategies and tracking the out of cell time. Lately, they've been getting about 1 to 2 days a month out of cell. So that's including showers. So 1 to 2 showers a month, right? And when they do get their out of cell time, it's not always outside. A lot of times it's in the day room, which is basically a cage in the middle of the pod. There's no exercise equipment. There's nothing to better their health. They're forced to pace, which these cages, oddly enough, you only get an extra 9 feet of walking room.
That's fucked up, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but they're doing good. They're really enjoying the hockey updates. I actually had somebody. Hold on, I'll show you.
Well, that's
one of the guys sent me a thank you in the form of a book.
Oh, check that out.
Oh,
fabric of the game. That's awesome.
So they're enjoying that, and then we actually have 2 at pre-release right now. One gets out the beginning of next week, and then the other one the 3rd week of the month. And one has a pending lawsuit against the state for the conditions. So once he's out, we're gonna work together and do a couple meetings and work on some advocating together.
Fuck, good on you, girl. And you're gonna be talking about some of this a little bit on the Globally Challenge, or is it gonna be the conversation with, I guess, Emerald would be just whatever you guys are talking about, but more about the prison reform and all that. Is that going to be some conversation on your channel?
It is. I'm just waiting for a couple things to fall in place so that I'm able to do that safely.
And will we be able to, or will you be able to have some, say, live chats with a member or a person from inside jail?
So right now the state is trying to roll out the tablets and stuff like that. I'm working on getting an actual press pass for photography journalism, which will allow me to do everything legally and safely. But I have spoken to some of them about possibly talking or being able to call in if we're not able to see them, but at least we could hear them. Yeah. But I mean, they get phone calls in there. They get maybe a 5-minute phone call a month. They can't just go use the phone.
Jesus Christ, man. Fuck.
Yeah. And right now my mail's running about 10 days late through security. So they're taking everything, copying it, trying to find gang code or whatever else they're looking for when everything's there. It's legal. So.
Well, they just research you and see what you're all about, trying to help these guys from fucking assholes that are beating them up while they're sleeping, for fuck's sakes.
Right. Yeah. Well, I do, oddly enough, I am getting some inquiries from staff. Because I tried to explain it in a way to the men. Like, the men are in their cells. They can have their boxers on, right? So there's no air conditioning within the unit. These men are able to sit a little more comfortably than the guard that's got the vest and the suit and, everything's sitting on there, and just letting them know, it's not just the men I'm fighting for. It's your working conditions. It's improving their mental health so that they don't commit assaults against you, through acts of aggression because they're frustrated. They can't see their family. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, true.
So it's looking out for everybody.
Oh, good on you, girl.
Thank you.
YT Rams.
What up?
So we are going to fire up. Well, of course, you're doing axe mode, and axe mode is when?
As you may have seen already, I did the first episode of season 3 on March 1st. So make sure to go check that out. That is live on the Axe Mode Podcast Facebook page, as well as the YouTube page and BaxGlobal TV. And episode 2 of season 3 will happen March 15th. And I will be able to bring you more information on Collaboration of the Axes that drops April 1st, as well as what Mr. East has going on.
The global grind.
The global grind. Well, hold on one second before we jump over to you, Micah, for 1 second. So then we also have our axes up.
Yes.
Of course, that we're going to use the new system of the forum that we're going to build, so we hear more about our family around the world, that we can advertise for them, talk for them, and, of course, get them on the show. So we got that coming up. Of course, that'll be after the VGHL. Get that because you guys got your shows going. And Micah, yes, the global grind, a new show that we're adding. Of course, Micah and YT were on the Axmo together, but now they're taking both their ventures and getting more into their positions. And so we have the Axmo and the Global Grind. Tell us more about the Global Grind, Mr.
Global
Wild.
grind. I'm gonna try to shoot for a broader spectrum, bringing enlightenment to people through the music, the projects, the people we work with. Little segments about global, what people are doing in grind mode, events coming up that are going to be partially funded by members of Battle Axe Global, like the Wisconsin Cypher event coming up. More details, like I said last time, will be available. But you're going to see that, the support global in the background. You're going to see this ugly mug there. You're going to see Troublemaker down there. We're all gonna have a great time, and it's really about, showcasing the world. What do you do for a grind, and who and how does your grind affect people? Who does it affect? How does it work? Tell us about you. And of course, talk about grind mode, talk about global, get some guests on that don't have anything to do with global or grind mode, but it's the global grind. And I'm hoping at the end of this, I could at least say I had a guest from one country, from every country, at least one guest from every country. I think that would be a really insane goal, but I'd like to make it happen. That's kind of like the end goal of grind mode. I mean, not grind mode. Global grind is, I would like to have an interview from in every country before it is said and done and the book is closed on it, which will be a while. I really want to let people know that whether you are locked down or whether you are in one of the countries that is opening up, you need to get out there physically, mentally, and even on the web. It's a great marketing tool. It's all about bringing people together. I guess that's what the global grind's about. It's about bringing people together. Through music and through the acts of kindness and, so many other things that people we are associated with and in the global family do.
Well, we got the right platform, all we got to do is now is, get it out there. I mean, COVID really put things COVID killed the business for artists. Everybody was selling merchandise. Everybody was trying to go live. But even we did some live hip hop shows on Facebook, just to do something. I mean, artists were going crazy, and the thing is, though, that we've lost some artists due to them. I guess basically they have to eat, they have to move forward, and they don't see, And hopefully we can maybe light a fire to their asses and get them going back again, because that's one thing is when they get on that stage again, that's it. They're back into it because they're gonna feel that energy that they bring, to a show. We got some amazing artists.
Yeah, speaking of losing artists, rest in peace to Clever One, of course. All of the artists that we've lost in our Battle Axe Global family, and with it being March 9th, rest in peace to the notorious B.I.G. himself, the top legend.
You guys should go to our website also and check out, our memorial site, and you'll see members that were with the family from beginning, and we always show our love. Once they have that Battle Axe fucking whatever patch it is or whatever affiliation, they're family, and they will always be family. So rest in peace. Check it out, and you guys also know that we always do some kind memorial patch. Just want to show you guys something real quick.
Just dropped the Clever One patch while he's grabbing what he's grabbing. So if you go on to the BaxWarGlobal.com website and hit the shop tab, you can check out the Clever One memorial patch that we have released on the shop.
Exactly. So
that
was designed by Jared, our Australian gold patch, and of course our controller out there for Clever. We got those on the site. We lost our boy over here in East Van Ryland. We designed that patch for him. And we lost, of course, Brooklyn Payne, the person who was responsible for building the East Coast of the Americas, of course, with Philadelphia and all that.
That patch right there is represented on the BaxGlobal hockey team on our home and away jersey. It is on the right shoulder, yes. The Brooklyn Payne patch. We do represent that in the VGHL.
I never had a chance to meet Brooklyn. Heard a lot about him. I did go to the first benefit show. The show that brought a lot of people together, and people understand that the movement was big. 1,700 patched in members. But in time, you got your goods, your bads, and and you got people that just give up. You got people that just want to use, some people that just want to abuse. And at the end of the day, we're here for each other. But like I said, Battle Axe, has been around. We've had guys like Matt Child that were involved in this fucking family from the beginning. But I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna drag around a dope head for the rest of your life?
Yeah,
and that's what we always stress on people all the time. Drugs ain't fucking cool. If you want to get into it, and you think you're fucking cool. Some people use drugs to get out of the mode or the depression they're in and stuff like that. But like I said, like the family, we're gonna carry you, but we can't carry you forever. So we've lost some members, and we're not worried about it because we're growing stronger. We're all seeing what we want to do. We're seeing what we're doing together, and like I said, Warrior Wednesday is back. And every 2 weeks, I believe, to 3 weeks, when we have a new show, we'll be advertising it. And check it out. I mean, you're going to know what's happening. And, if you want to send a comment or send some kind of talk, or you want to be on the show, go to backsportsocial@gmail and tell me what you want to talk about. We'll bring you on.
If you want to be on any of our shows, make sure to reach out to us. If you want to be on the Axe Mode podcast, if you want to be on the Global Grind, if you want to be a part of the VGHL Behind the Boards, or if you want to be a part of Globally Challenged, make sure to reach out to any of us, and we will get you in contact with the right people to get you on the right show.
And right on the front homepage of the website, you got all the links to most of all our podcasts right now, some old episodes and the new episodes.
Right. And, the only saying that I have to say to that is we can't help you if you don't open your mouth or type away on your computer or your cell phone. Shoot an email, shoot a message, make a phone call. We're here.
Hit up the brand new Discord that we just made for it.
Yeah, hit up the Discord. And don't cause any discord with people, but definitely hit up the Discord.
Straight up.
Anybody would like to sponsor a team, play a team, try to play a team, sub a team. We're looking for sub players that just would like to try it even. Contact me, YT, or Mr. East, or even Rocco de Pablo, or Troublemaker, any one of us, and we can help set you up so you can join us too, because it is a lot of fun. It really takes out the stress, let me tell you.
We will. The gentleman that is getting out on the 8th might be interested in playing. And I also wanted to put the feelers out for this. So one of the few things they can do in there is art. What I'm hoping to do is help them introduce into the digital platform by maybe getting their art out there and giving it to digital artists to manipulate and turn into possible NFTs. Basically, they have some amazing arts, and they're not even allowed colored pencils. So this is just black and white art, but it's gorgeous. And if they're doing art, they're not doing other stuff. That's
exactly.
What we need.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right about that. Troublemaker is true like that.
You can't suppress artistic expression. It'll come out some kind of way.
Some of the stuff, they make her cards all the time, and it's just really gorgeous work, and it needs to be out there.
On your show, maybe show some of those cards off.
Yeah, I've got a basket put together, and there's a bunch of it hung up on the wall too. But yeah,
beautiful. All right, you guys, let's call it the night, and good evening and good morning. Of course, Will's just waking up, and some of us are going to sleep, and some of us are almost going to have some dinner. Love, respect,
Mhm.
Battle Lines Global Artist Society for life. Like I said, we support artists around the world, and we also support our communities. Warrior Wednesday.
Much love, yo.
Love, respect, fam. I'll talk to you guys
Bye.
soon.
Hey.
Sounds good. Axes
Yeah.
up, everybody. Stay
Uh,
safe.
Axes up.
Axes up.